And at this point, I'd like to remember Yuval Noah Harari's three C's. He talks about three C's which are extremely important for us in the days to come, and these are creativity, communication, and compassion. And I think we should not forget to emphasize these three C's at any given opportunity, because they are the most important things that would help us navigate the future in this whole deluge of machines coming in. AI is coming in from all ends. And what will finally distinguish us as individuals, as citizens, as people in the job space is our creativity. And I saw wonderful examples of the creativity of the students here on stage as performers, as musicians, and as actors. They were wonderful. And this is the germ that they should carry on into the future, because it's very, very key to be able to interpret the world in your own understanding and then give your output rather than just by rote learning. There was a time when rote learning was thought of as the best marker of intelligence, how much you can regurgitate from your memory, how much things that you have learned you can say out loud, but that's not there anymore. Your creativity, which includes your critical thinking faculties, are also very important, are actually the most important things that will guide you into the future. So please, this is my advice to students: do not consider art, dance, music, poetry as lesser skills. They are the most important skills that will help you navigate the future. Research has found out that those who can make connections with abstract information, connections with data which is incomplete, are the ones who are going to rule the future workplaces. That means that they can take complex inputs, make sense of those complex inputs, and create something out of it. And that is what higher learning is all about. Higher learning is how you deal with complexity, how you navigate a world which is becoming extremely complex. And a lot of time I hear this, that people say this slightly dismissively, that okay, that person is an actor or that person is an artist. Actually, this is the future. The artists, the actors, the creators are the ones who are going to rule the future, because the machine is going to do all the repetitive and mundane tasks. Where humans come into the picture is where they can take abstract information and create something new out of it and tell the machine this is what needs to be done, rather than becoming slave to the machine. You become a master to the machine and tell the machine this is what needs to be done. You have all the wherewithal to collect the information, and you can make something remarkable, something brilliant, using your human creativity. So the three C's: creativity, communication. Again, communication is one thing that we deal with at the Times School of Media. It has been a leader in the communication sector for a long time. The Times Group, as you all know, has been a leader since 186 years. That's a long, long legacy that the school carries with it. And it comes not just by being the leader or by being there, it also comes with trying to understand the changing scenario, changing media ecosystem, changing how people consume information, changing how people look at news, how people look at the media, and evolving into something which is unique, which can be monetized, which can become a business model, and which can go forward into the time. So 186 years of legacy, we are sort of blessed with that. That's the legacy that the Times School of Media carries with it. And because it has so many different verticals, like Times Now Bharat, we have a movie production house called Jungly Pictures, we have digital outputs, and there is immense place for communication in today's world. So communication, like creativity, is no more a soft skill. It's something which is going to be a requirement of the future. And the third thing that I mentioned was compassion, which is extremely, extremely important. And one thing that I've noticed, especially in my interactions with the present generation, or who is called the Gen Z, is that they do have huge amounts of compassion, especially when we compare it from the past previous generations. They know, they have empathy, they can understand the other person's point of view. They are not so competitive, which is a great thing, because when you are in competition with your peers, you can do a lot of, how should I say, irregular means to achieve success. But when you have compassion, you have empathy, you understand the other person's point of view and where that other person is coming from. And as a result, the workspace is also a place where all skills are recognized, all skills are appreciated, and there is space for everyone. The realization that everyone is bringing something important to the table, and we can only move forward as a collective rather than individuals. So it is great to recognize individual capabilities, it is great to recognize individual talents and achievements, but it's also important to have compassion and to take everyone together, because that is the future of the new workspace, where compassion is going to be rewarded, creativity is going to be rewarded, and communication skills are also going to be rewarded. So with that small two-bit, I'd like to end my speech, and thank you once again for inviting me. It was lovely seeing the output of the students, the great work that they have done behind the scenes. There's also a big round of applause for the teachers who are behind the scenes and having the students. Thank you.